It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got a couple teams searching for their first Super Bowl. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Cousins gives way to Cook. Down to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing is Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Joseph connects on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one an 8-play drive that spans 75 yards. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 2nd and 9, Goff. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's entered. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
This one into the hands of Thielen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Cook again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Cousins. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Jay Hawkinson. A 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was T.J. Hawkinson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On 1st and 10, Goff. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. And remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Goff now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And going to take possession of the football. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown. Jefferson. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jared Goff and the Lion offense heading out. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Goff on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Get the football at their own 47-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now. Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number 2, maybe they actually have the lead. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. And that will do it for this first half. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half.
Final adjustments being made for the 2nd half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for...
yet again, Goff is... Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. They run it again with Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw, Cousins. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Misses the target, incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
From his goal line here, Goff. Complete to Wright. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on second down. Goff toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Vikings pick.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Cook is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Team. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on second down. Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On first down, Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 6 yards left on second down. Throwing again is Goff. On the slant, this is Chark. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.